Hi guys, in this video we will be discussing about what are the shocking truths of IT career. Okay, so in the due course of 7 years I have spent in the IT sector, like what all challenges I have faced, what all bitter problems or bitter truths are there that one must know before getting into IT sector and seeing their future within it. Okay, because you are not going for few years, you will be going till the end of your life once you get into IT sector, right? End of the life, I mean when you retire at the age of 60 years. So what all things you need to learn? Okay, what all things you need to know before actually going into the IT sector? So we are getting fantasized with lot of higher packages, like whenever you are seeing like people are earning in crores, 1 crore, 2 crore packages, but that is not the truth, right? You all will be knowing there are lot of YouTube videos where you will be getting to know this. Actually, they are getting less paid because of taxes and all, and very few people are getting that much package. Okay, and that too in outside, not in India. Okay, and if some are what like 0.1 0.2% are getting in India, but there are a lot of taxes that are getting deducted, but still it is a good number, but there are very few percentage of those people. But there's a high chance that if situation is not favorable, if the economic condition is not good, then they can be fired. Okay, they can be just a single mail away to get away or to get fired from the company. Okay, so how will you deal with those kind of scenarios? Okay, so these all things we'll be discussing in this video, so let's get started. I hope you can see my screen now. Okay, so there are a lot of shocking truths about IT career out there. Like we are fantasized with a lot of money that we are getting as IT developer, software developer, or software tester, or a QA engineer, or any kind of role that you are getting into in IT sector. But are you trapped in a golden handcuff? So what do you mean by golden handcuff? What do I mean by that? So that all things also we need to know. These are like golden handcuffs. You'll be thinking like handcuffs is there, but what is about golden handcuff? Like you want to keep it handcuffed, right? Your hands, you want to keep it handcuffed. No, that is a different scene that I wanted to tell you about. So let's understand that. So we are knowing about a lot of things. So first and foremost thing is the news of Nvidia that we got it, right? So as soon as some Chinese people have invented deep seek technologies and at a lower rate as compared to what ChatGPT was developed, so because of which what happened, Nvidia share got reduced and fallen drastically. At that point of time, Nvidia shares were very at a very discounted rate. People were getting, you have seen like Nvidia shares were roaring at a very high scale. So it has roared at a discount of 15%, and it nearly went to $107. Okay, so at the time of publication, so it went from $14 to $107. So like five out of 10 employees in Nvidia become millionaires at that point of time. Okay, just you can see, like imagine like an employee becoming a millionaire. So that also we have to understand like what companies you are choosing. So if you are choosing good product based organization which has a good growth and they are impacting lives with their products, then you can choose those companies. Okay, it will help you grow because company is growing. Okay, so just imagine like you have bought shares of a very good organization, very good companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook. You can buy shares of those big tech giants, right? And once that company grows, your stock options will grow and your wealth will grow. Okay, the similar happened with Nvidia. So there are a lot of good things happened within Nvidia, so because of which the share market has helped Nvidia to rose the share price from $14 to $107, because of which most of them have become millionaire. I'm not talking about investors. Yeah, employees are investors over there, but not full time. They are working from around 8 to 10 hours, right, in a company. So being an employee and becoming a wealthy person, okay, it's like a dream come true for most of the employees, right? They can't even think like within 5 years or within 10 years they can become millionaire by just working as an employee. So Nvidia's employees has become like that because of the stock purchase program. Okay, so this is one of the thing which fantasizes people to get into the IT sector, to get like to be financially free. Okay, they want to retire early, they don't want to work. People I've seen like they are focused upon accumulating a lot of wealth and they want to retire early. That is the trend which is going on nowadays. But after that, what will you do? Have you thought about it? How many days you will, how many months you will just roam or move around? Okay, there are a lot of responsibilities that will come onto your place, so that also you have to work, and you will get bored. Like if you roam around for 2 months, 3 months, maximum 5 months, 6 months, after that you will get bored. Okay, you will not, if you don't have a purpose in your life, you will get bored by just sitting at home. So don't focus upon retire early, focus upon getting mental freedom. So that also we'll be discussing in later in this video. Okay. But when DeepSeek technology came, so at that point of time, NVIDIA has fallen drastically. Okay, so there are a lot of things that happen. So have seen that few months back, okay, before DeepSeek was came into India and we knew about DeepSeek, that point of time Nvidia was roaring at high. And when DeepSeek came into picture, Nvidia shares fallen. So these like ups and downs will keep on coming. Okay, but you have to be a long-term visionary person. Okay, so then only you can move ahead and grow in your IT career. Always and always think about having a bigger picture out of it. Like whatever you are doing, what is a bigger picture of that? That always you keep in mind and move ahead. And this is the news from Crunchbase, like what and all exactly is happening. So you have seen the good side of it, but you haven't seen the bad side of the IT sector. What all things are happening behind the scene, which nobody is able to understand. So news comes later, but that is actually happening long time before in the exact situation that I'm telling you. So they will just send mail. Like in 2024, you can see 95,667 workers at a US tech-based company lost their jobs in 2024. Okay, in 2023 it was 191,000 employees in US. Okay, in 2022 it's 93,000 jobs. Okay, and if there is those companies are getting impacted in US due to any reason like economic downturn or clients are not required or work is that much not required, so it can be like any scenario. So in those scenario, what will happen? It will impact Indian people also. It will impact Indian employees as well. Okay, so what will happen because of that? There will be layoffs. Again, getting into those big tech giants, it will be difficult, right? There is a long process for that. So this is a thing that I wanted to discuss upon. Like, what's the solution for that? Okay, what can you do to resolve this kind of problems? So there are a lot of firing is going on. Okay, so you need to safeguard yourself. That is the first and foremost thing. Nobody will think about you except your family. Nobody will think about you. Trust me. Okay, so because of which the most important thing is to safeguard yourself, and what all are the necessary things that you need to know for safeguarding your life as well as your family's life. Okay, so let's understand those things. So there are a lot of things actually which impacts the IT career that we have to understand for that. So there are a lot of things like bench policies, right? So if you get into service-based organization, there is something called as bench policy. Okay, so what will happen in that scenario when you are on bench? Because I've seen like most of the service-based company just hire people, okay, and they are put into bench. So they will be giving certain timelines like 2 months or 3 months, and within that timelines you have to crack any product-based client. And once you crack that, then you have to sustain over there. That is the difficult task. And sustainability is fine. You have to clear the client rounds. And the client rounds is similar to giving product-based company interview. Okay, they will ask DSA questions. So cracking a service-based company and cracking the client interview of that service-based company, which are actually product-based clients, that is becoming very much difficult. And both pressures are just disturbing and creating a stressed environment for all the employees out there. Okay, so they are getting stressed out, like they are having just 90 days to 90 days for the bench policy, and within the 90 days they have to crack also, okay, client rounds, and they are by small margin they are not able to crack the client rounds. They are getting stressed out. So these are the situation which is the reality check which is happening at the background, which other people doesn't know. They just see from outside like they are getting 2 lakh pack, 2 lakh per month, 3 lakh per month, 4 lakh per month, even 7-8 lakh per month for higher positions. But they're not seeing like how much level of stress people are getting in those careers. Okay, in this IT life, you are getting paid more, but stress also it's coming, okay, as a bonus for that. So that also need to be kept in mind. So are you ready for taking that much amount of pressure in your mind for that much period of time? Okay, that is the important thing. Okay, and second important pointer is broken career ladder and slow promotion. So you have seen, right, there is like a triangular pyramidal structure will be there. Okay, so in that triangular structure at the top there will be only few, 2 or 3 people will be there, like MD or CEO or executive director or managing director. Those positions are there at the top. There are very few people at the top position. Then comes like vice president, member of technical staff, senior member of technical staff. These are the levels. Then after that, there will be like a normal roles like QA engineers, normal software developer roles. Okay, like consultants. Okay, like associate or junior software engineers. These are at the lower levels. Okay, and then comes the intern. So if you see this career ladder, like if you are not into very good product based company, then the growth will become very much difficult. If you are a normal average employee, okay, if you are skillful, if you are continuously learning and upgrading yourself, then the boost in career will be fast. But still, going at the topmost part of the ladder, it takes a lot of time, and there is no guarantee that you will reach to that position. Okay, because I am seeing in my company those who are at the VP level or executive director level, they are like aged around 40, 45 years. So can you give that much time, and will you be able to sustain for that much period in your company where you are working in? And you have to stay there as well for that much period of time, 15, 20 years, 10 years, 15 years. If you are okay with that, then you can slowly move ahead in at the top 2% and 5% of that particular company, but it will not be guaranteed. So that also you have to be kept in mind. Okay, and third important thing is comfort zone trap. So those who are having 8 years, 10 years, 12 years plus experience, so they are getting trapped. They feel like getting trapped, like I am not that much good in DSA as of now, because they are working in API side, they are working on the security side or development side, web development or Spring Boot development or microservices development. So during that time, they will think like whenever I will go for product based switch, then I have to give DSA interview rounds. So will I be able to clear those rounds or not? There will be multiple DSA rounds, not just one. So they will think about why to go for so much stress. Just sit in the comfort zone. Like I'm having 10 plus 11 plus years of experience for this particular role in this organization. I have stayed for 4, 5, 6 years. So I think it will be free. It will be like good for now. There will not be an issue for me. But you will never know when company can fire you. Okay. So for that, if you want to stay, if you feel like project is good, you are learning a lot there, then stay there, learn on the skills. And if you are getting good pay raise, if you are getting good salary in hand and total compensation, everything with stock options and all, everything, if you are getting fine and you are satisfied, then go ahead and stay there. But don't just stay there on the basis of seeking for comfort zone, and don't get trapped over there. Like I'm having more experience, so how can I switch? Yeah, so if you are getting 10 plus 11 plus years of experience, if you are having, then switching will become little bit difficult. I'm not telling like more difficult, like little bit difficult will be there, because shortlisting resume, they are searching for 5 years, 6 years more. But there is a way out there, there is a proper strategy that we have to follow. Okay, then the last thing that I wanted to share for this is fewer promotions are there. Okay, so not everybody is getting promoted, right? There are a lot of people are doing hard work, like working from 10 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. in the evening. A lot of people are doing those much hard work, but how many people are getting promoted? Can you tell me? Out of all the people, those who are working really really hard, only 4 to 5% people are getting promoted after every 1 or 2 years. So what's the probability of you getting promoted? It's very less, obviously, right? So promotion cycles are getting lesser, and I've seen like hikes are getting lesser as well. Previously, like people are used to get 10%, 12%, 15% hike, but now in service based organization, the hikes, do you know the range of the hikes currently in service based organizations? Can you just imagine for that? How much will it be? It's not 10%, it's not 8%, it's not even 7%. It will lie in the range of somewhere between 3 to 6%. And 6% is who is like the best performer. Okay, who has not got any escalation, who has not been complained for anything, who is a top performer, they will get 6%. And those who are meeting the expectation, they will just get 4 to 4.5 or sometimes 3.5. It totally depends from company to company. So this is the scenario which is currently going around as of now. Okay, later it may change, but as of now, this is a scenario. Okay, so these are the things that is actually going around in current IT sector scenarios. Okay, I hope you are getting the concept and niche of it, like what I wanted to say to you. Like if you want to move ahead with that much stress, and if you are interested and passionate about coding, then yeah, go ahead. There is no one to stop you. Okay, you can just go ahead and sail through it, but you need to be passionate. If you get frustrated by writing simple code, then here you will have to write a lot of code. Okay, if you are a code backend developer, because most of the clients are working as a bank, okay, like HDFC Bank or HSBC Bank, or these kind of banking domain projects only you will get. And they're like hell lot of developments will be there and you will learn a lot, but you should be interested and passionate also for coding. So if you are not having that much passionate and this much big story pointers you will get, then you will get stressed out, then you will get confused whether I will be safe over here or not, if I'm not able to perform well, whether I will get fired or not. These type of queries will keep on coming in your mind. So to remove that, you need to create a lot of projects, lot of 4 to 5 good projects you need to prepare by yourself with different kind of functionalities that will help you boost your confidence. Okay, so like these are the problems which people are facing. Okay, first problem that I wanted to share with you is like they are getting lesser pay. Okay, and expectations are also very less. Okay, so whenever any freshers are coming to a particular company, so they are expecting very less salary. They are expecting like whatever you can give I will take, like 3 lakh, 2.5 lakh, 2 lakh, 4 lakh. Okay, so they are not knowing like how much they should be paid for, and companies are also not asking. Okay, so it's fine, like as a fresher if you are going for lesser pay, it's fine, because your main focus is to not get good pay in the initial stage. Okay, if you are from tier 2 or tier 3 companies. Okay, but if you are over a period of time like 1 year, 2 years after that, then your expectation should not be lower. You should be valuing your skill set. Like, like I am good at these skills like Spring Boot, microservices. You have developed a lot of projects in the past, and like you have good experience in those things. Then you should not lowballed. You should not get lowballed. Okay. So for that, you need to know your worth. So whatever you have to access your skills. Okay, and then you have to analyze like what is the current market scenario and how much you can ask, and then you can go ahead. Okay, so there's a negotiation skills that I will be creating videos on, like a series I will create for handling how to like how to handle 90 days notice period, how to handle these kind of budget related problems. So those things comes under negotiation part. Okay, then comes a toxic work culture. So there are a lot of micromanagement that is happening within the service based companies. Okay, and somewhat in product based. So like 80 to 90% product based companies are fine, but some of them are having micromanagements. Like you will never get to know, but it is happening. Like it differs from project to project, but it happens. So you should not react over there. That is very important. You will feel like I want to raise my voice, I will speak against it, and you will be like promoted, or you will be like appreciated. It's not like that, because you are not at that much senior level. Okay, so you need to know what you have to do at what point of time. So you have to handle those kind of toxic work culture basically. Okay, you need to handle it very smartly. Then debt is basically a handcuff. Okay, so don't take unnecessary loans. So I want to share some of my pointers. Like 4 years, 5 years back, I have taken loan for my friend basically. Okay, so he was in a very bad situation, but that was a fraud basically, which happened with me. But I that point of time I thought like he is my good friend, so I should help him. So I have given him like few lakhs of rupees, and he like backed off. But somehow I got to know his uh, family member's number, so I have taken money out of him as a through family, but still I have taken loan for that. Okay, to pay for my friend. So what happened? covid came COVID came, then there is no hike, and at that point of time I was getting paid just 4 LPA. So now my EMI amount was more than my salary, what was getting incoming. Okay, so because of which I was just stressed out. I was not able to sleep well at nights. I was just roaming around here and there, thinking like, what will happen? Will I be able to pay my EMIs or not? So these things were just roaming around in my mind. But I thought like God is there, and I have done the right thing, so I will get paid off. So just within 3 to 4 months, I have recovered like 20 to 30%, and then within a period of 1 to 2 years, I have just recovered 85%. Okay, so yeah, so this is possible if you just believe in yourself and increase your skill set. Okay, and then in my entire career, I've just grown my salary around like 4x, 5x. Okay, so this is the way that you should move ahead. You should always work upon your skill set, because your skills will pay you. Nothing will pay you. Your skill set and your passion towards your work will only pay your to survive. Okay, and then gadgets and luxuries are illusions. You are seeing like what is happening currently. People are getting fired, and due to recessions and economic downturn, people are getting fired from their companies, from their roles, and they are not getting next job as well. Okay, they are sitting in bench. If they are getting into service based, they are not getting good clients, they are not able to crack interviews, and they are getting stressed out. So now you have to ask this question to yourself, like, what is more important to you? Getting iPhone 16, iPhone 17, iPhone 18, whatever is coming, that is more important to you? Or at one point of time having mental freedom, like if something happens to my job, I am secured for next 5 years, 10 years. Do you need that or not? You need that only, right? That is more important for you, because this iPhone will help you to sustain, and it will help you feel good for some period of time. But for longer duration, what will help you more? Your mental freedom will help you, because if you are getting stressed out, you will not be having good food. Then your entire metabolism will get disturbed, your entire body will get disturbed, and you will get a lot of diseases. Again, you will pay money. Okay, so your main focus is to get that mental peacefulness, mental freedom. That is more important. Even if you are getting lesser money initially, it's fine. Focus upon mental freedom. That is the ultimate thing. And don't focus upon these illusionary things, like all different golden colored gadgets, right? So these all things actually doesn't sounds good. Okay, initially you will feel like, I will take everything. So I will do shopping from 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees, I will do window shopping. So these all things initially you will feel good, but later, when in the rainy days, like when companies have fired you and you don't have job, that point of time, who will pay you? Whatever things, whatever gadgets, whatever dresses you have bought, that will pay you to sustain? No, right? You will have to pay yourself. So for that, you need what? You need money. Okay, so focus upon creating a emergency fund. Okay, that will give you mental freedom for next 5 to 6 months. So create an emergency fund for next 6 months. That will help you secure your peacefulness, so that you don't get stressed out if something happens in your company. Okay, you will get safeguarded. That is the first and foremost thing that I wanted to tell you. Okay, so have emergency fund first for 6 to 12 months. So focus upon creating emergency fund. Depends upon like what's your expense. Okay, so per month expense will get calculated. So everybody will have different monthly expense. So let's suppose you are fresher, so you will be taking PG of 6,000 or 7,000 or 8,000 rent. Let's suppose 8,000 rent is there. Then 6 months is 48,000. So around 50,000 should be there intact to pay your rents. And then comes food. So 5,000 per month is going for food. So 5,000 into 6 is 30,000. Okay, so around 80,000 comes out to, and some miscellaneous expenses can come. So 20,000 you can consider extra. So 1 lakh as a fresher. That is a first and foremost thing, to create separate emergency fund of 1 lakh rupees, so that your next 6 months gets covered up. I hope I'm able to explain you, right? Then invest in new skills. Keep on upgrading your skill sets. Okay, whatever new things are coming, like data science or AI and machine learning or Python. And if you are interested in Spring Boot microservice, also create a lot of projects. Whatever thing you are interested in, try to upgrade your skills and try to see like what is actually going on in the current market scenario, which is just growing tremendously. Just see the trend, okay, and try to catch it. So as of now, AI, chat GPT, generative AI, this is in high demand. Okay, so try to learn those things, try to learn those skills, and then learning that and implementing it, creating projects that will help you bag good offers. Okay, and create project dependencies. If you are currently working in a company, try to create some kind of dependencies within your team, so that people are constantly reaching out to you and everybody is dependent upon you. Not everybody, like if few people, 30%, 40% people are dependent on you due to any reason, then there is a very less chance that you will get fired. Okay, so these dependencies will help you move ahead in that particular company. So these are few things that I wanted to tell to you to sustain in the IT career. Make use of chat GPT and generative AI or DeepSeek AI. So these all things are very much useful as a developer. And there is black box AI, so that is also very much useful. So utilize those things, create proper prompts. So whenever you are writing chat GPT, okay, when you want to get some results out of it, so you need to know, right, what prompt you have to input to get the corresponding output for that, right? So let's suppose you want to write a JUnit for this particular code. So what will you write prompt for that? So you can simply write like, this is the scenario that I've implemented and I've written code with the help of this technology. So help me write a JUnit code for this. Okay, so it will generate the JUnit code for you, and you can just try and test it out. So as of now, if you are not using, if you are not making ChatGPT and Gen AI as your friend, then your productivity will be reduced. Okay, because the clients are asking a lot of things in a very lesser time. So how will you deliver that? So you have to boost your productivity, and this is the best way to do that. So use ChatGPT, use these AI features as much as possible. Okay, because as of now, one person can do the task of 10 people. It's not like 2020 or 2018 or 2016. It's 2025. So we have to make use of AI. With the help of AI, 10 days work can be done in 2 days if you are using ChatGPT properly and you know how to use that. Okay. And DSA and web development is not alone to crack jobs. Okay. You have to know about the architecture of the application, entire project end-to-end flow, how they have thought of implementing this particular technology in this project only, not any other technical tech stacks. Why they have thought of this only? Okay, so you have to know the architecture, that is HLD and LLD, high level design, low level design. Those all things you should be knowing. So that will help you to grow ahead. So don't focus upon only DSA. Yeah, as a fresher, DSA is very important. 90% they will focus upon DSA. But as soon as you grow ahead, okay, in IT career, as soon as you become more experienced, so don't focus upon only DSA or only web development or only backend. Try to expand your horizon to learn new things, whatever is coming, which is related to your work, which is related to your technologies which you are working in. I hope you are getting the concept, right? Yeah, so AI adoptions is getting skyrocketed. Like 64% of the business anticipate that there is a significant productivity boost is happening because of AI. So you can understand like 40-50% productivity is getting boosted. Like 10 days work can be completed in just 2 days if you are making use of ChatGPT properly, if you are making use of DeepSeek properly. Okay, so this has helped individuals to grow a lot in their career. Okay, so make use of it as much as possible. And along with that, so you can see like what is happening in the current market scenario. People are getting fired, people are getting laid off due to any reason, right? So try to build passive income for yourself. It can be in any form. Like you have created some YouTube videos, so you are interested in creating those videos. You are interested in content creation, little bit also. You can just start ahead and just find it out. Like what is your ikigai? Okay, so you need to know what is your ikigai. Ikigai means what you know, what is the demand of the market and what is the actual need. Okay, you have to find the intersection. And for these three intersection point, you have to find out like what all passion or what all hobbies is aligned with these three things. Okay, once you find out those things and then try to work upon it, try to see like what is helping you to grow yourself more, like what is more satisfying thing for you. Okay, so maybe writing blogs will be more satisfying for you, maybe content creation can be more satisfying for you, maybe guiding students how to grow in their career, that can be more satisfying for you. It can be like anything, or learning new skill set. Okay, anything, whatever you think like is good for you, or you think like it makes me more satisfied apart from the job you are doing, just try to create a passive income out of it. Okay, and think like an entrepreneur. Try to create your own product. So if not, I'm not talking about as an initial phase of time, like if you are fresh or if you are in the initial days of your IT career, don't focus upon creating or building something big. Okay, if you are not thinking as a businessman, but if you gain some experience in that IT sector, like 3 years, 4 years, then after that you can think like an entrepreneur, like what you can build, what product you can build and serve to people. Okay, with the experience that you have gained over your time. Okay, the entire lifespan, like 3 to 4 years, so that you can help yourself to create a product for yourself. Okay, and better packages will come when you are learning new skills. Okay, so they will be always having some vertical growth. Try to see like what all skills you can upgrade yourself with. Okay, so you know Java backend, try to learn Spring Boot. If you know Spring Boot, try to learn microservices. If you know microservices, try to learn DevOps. Okay, like Jenkins, Dockers, Kubernetes, try to learn these things. And once you combine all this knowledge, you can think like you will get more better package, because 3-4 people's task you are doing it alone, because you are more skillful than individual people in that particular sectors. Okay, so I hope you are getting it right. So these all skills, if you just imbibe over a period of 2 to 3 years or 4 years, then you can see there is a tremendous hike in your salary. Okay, and you will be feeling skillful and you will be landing at a good position as well. So yeah, so build something of your own and secure yourself. Okay, as I already told you, mental freedom is more important, and leverage AI. So whatever things you have studied or learned till far, so don't try to reinvent the wheel. Okay, whatever thing has already been invented, try to make use of it, right? Because some person has already passed that path, okay, and has developed something like ChatGPT. It's already been developed with a memory model. Okay, it's like internally getting cross connected. Okay, so there is a growth model that is being created or invented within that. Okay, so just make use of ChatGPT learning model, right? And it has created like a network of all the connection that has been created, okay, in the form of nodes. So it will deliver the best results out there. Okay, just learn those things. Okay, how to create ChatGPT and just implement it and make it your friend. Okay, and don't just survive, focus upon thriving it, and think about how can you become best over there in whatever thing you are doing. Because who are getting paid more, a general surgeon is getting paid more, or the specified person are getting paid more, like heart surgeon. Okay, if you are having any pain with respect to your heart, so where will you go? Will you go to general surgeon or will you go to heart specialist? Always heart specialist, right? So that's why heart specialists are paid more. Okay, so try to be specialized. Okay, and I'm not telling like if you're specialized upon Spring Boot, or don't learn about other stuffs like DevOps. So learn things which are linked to that. Okay, don't learn something which is out of the box, which is something very new. Okay, so if you are going into this Java field, or as a developer, backend developer, so if you are moving ahead with Spring Boot or microservices, so you can learn something of UI. Okay, React part you can learn, which is linked to it. You can learn about ChatGPT or generative AI that is linked to it. Okay, so these all things you can learn, right? So if you are focusing upon data science, so that is entirely different thing. Okay, there's some statistics or some other mathematics things are there. So if you are going to different direction, if you are interested in that, then you can go ahead, okay, in that path. But if you are focusing upon creating a brand for yourself, and if you are focusing upon created a specialization for yourself, like getting a mastery of it, becoming a master of it, then focus upon one skill and become a master of it. At least for 3 to 4 years, focus upon one skill very drastically. Okay, if you are focusing upon Java, at least work for 4 years only in Java. Don't focus upon full stack or any other thing. I'm telling with my experience, because if you're focusing upon all the things, you will not learn everything. Okay, so if you know something of Java, something of Spring, something of SQL, will it help you? Or if you know like 90% of the thing for one of the language, from one of the language, let's suppose Java, you know, like you have worked for 4 or 5 years, you have good command of that language, and along with that you are learning SQL parallelly, you are learning Python parallelly, it will boost your confidence. But if you are learning all the things parallelly and you are not mastered any one of them, then it's of no use. Okay, you will get wiped off easily. Yeah, so if you want to diversify your skills, it's good, you can go ahead, but focus upon getting mastery at one particular skill, at one particular language. So that all I wanted to speak to you. I hope you have learned a lot, you have understood. So comment it down below, like what all things you have learned and what all things you wanted me to create video upon. Okay, so that you can get to learn a lot, and I also will learn from you a lot. So yeah, so this was it for this video. We'll see you in the next video with next set of topics. Till then, it's Devjitra signing off. Bye bye.